Good evening, you're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. King, Queen extend Chinese New Year greetings. Similarly, Premier Sarawak, Dato' Patinggitan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, in his Chinese New Year greetings, outlines three main goals for Sarawak to achieve economic prosperity. And we'll take a look at what's in store for Sarawak in the Year of the Dragon. The Yang di-Pertua Negeri Sarawak, Tun Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, has called upon Sarawakians to preserve their culture and traditions as well as harmony to foster deeper appreciation among its diverse communities. In his Chinese New Year message, he reiterated that Sarawak's diverse ethnics and background have proven to be our utmost strengths, enabling the state to soar into greater heights of developmental progress.
It has long been a cherished tradition to honor and to celebrate each other's festival, fostering sense of respect and unity among multiracial inhabitants of Sarawak. This commitment to sharing and enjoying diverse facilities has been instrumental in creating a harmonious society. Showcasing the unity in diversity has become the hallmark of Sarawak. I believe we have become one whole big family that always take care of the interest, welfare, and need of the others, underscoring the sense of communal responsibility and permeates at every level of society in Sarawak.
Premier Sarawak, Dato' Patinggitan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, hopes that the Year of the Dragon will be yet another successful year for the land of hornbills. In his Chinese New Year message, the Premier outlined three main goals for Sarawak to achieve economic prosperity in 2024 and to create a conducive environment for the progress and advancement of its people.
Firstly, as you may be aware, after 43 years of its establishment, we want to take back Bintulu Port from the federal government. This is not only because it should be under Sarawak's power according to the constitution, but also because Sarawak needs to comprehensively plan its port development that encompasses the whole of Sarawak, including its resource-rich hinterland. Secondly, we aspire to have an airline to serve not only our rural areas, but also to provide connectivity to selected destinations in the Asian region. We need to invest in creating air linkages between Sarawak and the rest of the region, not only to bring in tourists, but also to facilitate air travel to boost business and investment in Sarawak. Thirdly, we also aspire to have a major stake in a commercial bank to provide Sarawak a financial platform to boost the economy further through the development of SMEs and entrepreneurship. Sarawak already has some stake in this particular bank, and we want to increase our stake.
Similarly, Abang Johari said the state government aims to harness solar energy and hydropower potential to further drive its post-COVID-19 development strategy, PCDS 2030 goals. In addition, he stated that Sarawak's political stability and social cohesiveness have attracted the interests of businesses and foreign entities to collaborate with Sarawak.
Let us not dwell on trivialities, but always look at the bigger picture to enable Sarawak to stand tall as a strong economic force in Malaysia and in the region.
Sarawak's social cohesion has enabled it to soar to greater heights and enjoy developmental progress. In his Chinese New Year message, Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Teng Ali Hassan regarded Sarawak's diverse background and unity as one of its strengths. While extending his wishes to those celebrating, Awang Tengah said that the Lunar New Year is a time for everyone to reflect upon the memories and accomplishments of the years past while planning for the future ahead. He hoped that this year's celebration will bring joy and happiness to everyone, as well as continued progress and prosperity for Sarawak. The Malaysian Fire and Rescue Department JBPM Zone 6 Miri reminded everyone about the fire hazards that could cause home fires during the Chinese New Year celebration. JBPM Zone 6 Miri Chief Ismaidi Ismail said that the fire safety campaign aims to enhance public awareness about fire safety to mitigate fire risks for a safe and enjoyable festive season.
Kita kena pastikan bahawa rumah yang kita tinggalkan hendaklah dimatikan semua punca elektrik agar tidak ada menjadi punca kebakaran semasa kita tinggalkan rumah semasa fungsi perayaan. Begitu juga kita mengambil kesempatan agar semua yang meraihkan Tahun Baru Cina pada tahun ini yang balik ke kampung tu pastikanlah kenderaan mereka berada dalam keadaan yang baik dan pastikan cukup tidur untuk lebih selamat di dalam perjalanan yang agak jauh.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Mayor of Miri City Council, Arifin Muhammad, stressed that these tips help create a safer environment, reduce the risk of fires, and ensures the protection of lives and property.
The fire safety campaign is also hope to reduce the risk of fire incidents and safeguard both property and lives in the community. This program is a manifestation of the commitment to ensuring the safety and well-being of the community during the Chinese New Year celebrations.
In the joy of celebrating Chinese New Year, the Royal Malaysia Police PDRM have issued guidelines to those looking forward to setting off fireworks ahead of the celebration starting tomorrow. In a statement today, PDRM Secretary DCP Al-Zafni Ahmad reminded the public not to play fireworks past midnight, which may cause disturbance or danger to the public, adding that action can be taken against those who fail to comply to the warning.
Al-Zafni also advised the public to play fireworks in open areas to avoid disturbing the peace and causing distress to residents. He urged the community to be responsible and practice safety precautions when setting off fireworks during a celebration. In a related matter, Al-Zafni stressed that only 45 types of firecrackers have been authorized for sale since 2018 in accordance with the stipulated standard operating procedures. The PDRM also warned that the online sale of fireworks is strictly prohibited and served as an offence under Section 8 of the Explosive Substance Act 1957, subsection Act 207, punishable by imprisonment of up to 7 years or a fine or 10,000 ringgit or both. The statement also read that the sale of firecrackers to the public is only allowed during festive seasons like Hari Raya Aidilfitri or Aidil Adha, Chinese New Year, Deepavali, Christmas, Gawai and Kaamatan.
The Year of the Dragon breathes into life, fiery energy and abundance. The mythical creature is highly regarded as auspicious in the Chinese zodiac calendar, and it is often symbolized with good fortune and favor. But what does the Year of the Wood Dragon has in store for Sarawak? Feng Shui Master Datuk Paduka Master Koh shares that Sarawak can look forward to more blessings and prosperous year ahead.
The years of dragon is the best among all the years. Everybody have to know that the dragon is the strongest animal in the zodiac. So by the years of 2024, the wooden dragons will bring a lot of good things to us. So in the years of 2024, I can predict Sarawak will be the best sector in Malaysia. Among all the territories, Sarawak will be the best. Not only in economy and also all the racial harmonies. We leading all the other states.
Koh attributed Sarawak's good fortune for the year to the strategic planning by the Premier, Datuk Padingitan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, whom invested heavily in fire element sectors such as the chemical and energy industries that can propel Sarawak's economic standing even further.
Certain industry, certain job will be will become very popular in period 9. Let's say like chemicals, like this one, the electricals, and also the solars, and also the solar, the food industry, the medicine. All this industry is belong to period 9, you know. So we are very lucky. We got an intelligent premier, you know. Early here set up all the chemical plant. So in period 9, you know, very soon they can operate. Once the chemical plant operate, so money come in. So our state will become rich.
Additionally, the geomancer pointed that Kuching and Bintulu will be the two auspicious divisions in the region for the Year of the Dragon.
Our premier very smart. Our premier very smart. He already started a lot of chemical plant in Bintulu. So this one is just fit for period 9. Period 9, they're almost running for 20 years. So the southern sector, of Sarawak will be the richest and also the powerful.
Like Kuching area.
Like Kuching area belong to the southern part, southern part of Sarawak. So Kuching area will become the most powerful and the strongest place in the period 9.
The dragon is the fifth animal in the 12-year cycle of the Chinese zodiac signs. In addition to energy sectors, the upcoming period 9 cycle starting in 2024 for 20 years also indicates huge potentials in alternative energy, electric vehicles, artificial intelligence, and big data. Welcome back. The Chinese New Year celebration begins tomorrow, marking the start of the Year of the Dragon. Extending their warmest greetings were King and Queen of Malaysia, His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim and Her Majesty Raja Zarid Sofia, to Malaysians celebrating this auspicious occasion. In a post on Sultan Ibrahim's official Facebook account, Their Majesties also expressed hope that the festivities of Chinese New Year will further bolster unity among Malaysians, irrespective of their race, religion or culture. Meanwhile, Communications Minister Fahmi Fadzil today also extended his warm wishes to the entire Chinese community for a happy Chinese New Year, filled with joy and happiness. Fahmi, in his Facebook post today, expressed hope that the Year of the Dragon will bring abundant opportunities and fortune, that everyone's life will be brimming with joy and happiness. Civil servants need to focus on providing their services to the people with an emphasis on responsibility rather than privilege. Explaining further, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said that the collapse of a nation is due to division, greed and deep-seated resentment that erodes the values and moral responsibilities of civil servants.
Therefore, he hopes that all members of the civil service under the unity government can learn from the history of a nation that unites all races, ethnicities and religions, establishing the best leadership methods to save the country from the collapse of good values.
So, saudara, kita belajar dari sejarah. Sejarah Melaka, sejarah negara dan sejarah dunia. Sebab itulah, dalam pemerintahan, kita mesti tegaskan pada diri kita dan pimpinan dan juga penjawat awam mesti selamatkan negara ini dengan menetapkan kaedah dan nilai yang baik. Menolak sikap tabak halauba dan rasuah.
He also expressed pride in the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) for acting professionally and bravely in taking action against governance errors and corruption.
Saya ni, ya. Tapi saya nak sebut, saya percaya kepada badan penguasaan, baik SPRM, atau LHDN, atau PDRM. Dan saya bangga, Alhamdulillah, kerana ketegasan kita, mereka bertindak secara profesional dan terhadap golongan-golongan yang telah diketahui merompak kekayaan berpuluh bilion ringgit dari negara ini.
The Prime Minister addressed Malacca's civil servant at a meeting in MITC on Friday. Also present were the Chief Minister of Malacca, Datuk Seri Utama Abra of Yusof, and the Chief Secretary to the government, Tan Sri Muhammad Zuki Ali.
The raising of the floor price for paddy purchase in Sabah and Sarawak at 1,300 ringgit per metric ton is lauded to boost the morale of paddy farmers in the two states. Additionally, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Food Industry, Commodities and Regional Development, Sirai Daha, revealed that the Sarawak government will also provide an additional incentive of 500 ringgit per metric ton for the production of white rice.
Berita ke dipansut ke Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Menteri Tanam Bertupi Ngau Jamin Makai Malaysia tu segi berita ke cukup panah. Lalu patut disambut ngoti ke gagal oleh kita di Sarawak. Jadi aku harap ke harga padi RM1,300 itu tahu merangsang mayuh gi pala kita ke bisi tanah payak umai ya ke dang semampai bumai lalu pihak megak ngau sidak ke bisi tanah umai tang lama dah ngetu bumai tau labuh bumai baru ngambil ke ulian niki ke ikas penyukup bekal beras di menua kita di Sarawak. Jadi nambah ke harga RM1,300 setan. Perintah megak dekat nambah ke insentif hasil umai atau ke padi buat penyampau RM500 setan. Antik padi ke ditanamnya bangsa padi moden ke ngasil ke beras purak. Artinya orang Bumai dekat nerima RM1,800 hari kilang padi ke setiap tan padi ngasil ke beras purak ke dijual sidak.
He said this when contacted by TVS earlier today. Previously, Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Datuk Seri Muhammad Sabu, disclosed that the setting of the floor price of paddy purchased at 1,300 ringgit per metric ton would come into effect on February 15, 2024 as a joint effort to ensure national food security. With the current increase in purchase prices, paddy farmers in Sarawak will enjoy increased income compared to other states.
The Ministry of Domestic Trade and Cost of Living will strengthen cooperation with the police to curb smuggling activities involving subsidized diesel in Sarawak. Its Minister Dato' Amizan Muhammad Ali said that the cooperation was among topics discussed with the Sarawak Police Commissioner Dato' Mancha Atta during a meeting held earlier today.
Speaking after attending and visiting the Rahmah Sales Program at Bandar Baru Semariang on Friday, he said the cooperation was also to ensure a streamlined working system and standard operating procedure (SOP) for enforcement duties among agencies involved. Armizan said throughout the ops series in Sarawak last year, 168 cases were recorded and the total value of seized items was 6,554,327. He said based on the data, about 62% from the overall cases recorded was submitted through police. Meanwhile, Armizan said throughout 2023, a total of 727 PJR were organized in Sarawak, covering 31 parliamentary constituencies and attracted 807,254 visitors.
On to world news. Ecuador's Constitutional Court on Wednesday decriminalized euthanasia, becoming the second Latin American country to allow the procedure in response to a lawsuit brought by a terminally ill patient. 7 of the 9 top judges voted in favor of the decision, allowing doctors to help an untreatable patient die without going to jail. The court ruling said penalty for homicide cannot be applied to a doctor who performs an active euthanasia procedure to preserve the rights to a dignified life.
The lawsuit was brought in August by Paula Roldan, suffering from amyotrophic lateral sclerosis (ALS), also known as Lou Gehrig disease, a progressive neurological disease. Her complaint was regarding an article of the Ecuadorian Penal Code that sentences those guilty of homicide to between 10 to 13 years in prison.
Que después de todo lo que he hecho, de todo el camino andado, quiero descansar en paz. Y sé que lo único que merezco es una vida y una muerte con dignidad. Hoy estoy aquí como Paola, pero en realidad soy cientos y cientos de voces que hoy salen del silencio y se muestran junto a mí.
The court said that the health ministry must develop regulations for active euthanasia within 2 months. It also said that the move would have to be approved by the National Assembly within a year.
Pasar penas por toda la familia. Porque sí, personalmente sí he visto gente que se destruye, vende sus casas, sus carros, queda en la casa, queda en la miseria por pagar tratamientos que son caros en el Ecuador.
Yo estoy en contra de lo que ha resuelto la Corte, porque solamente Dios es el único capaz de retirar la vida, la que nos dio desde que estamos en este mundo.
Tendríamos que aceptar, porque no somos dueños de la vida, nosotros no hemos creado sino Dios. Y Él es el único que puede poner fin a la existencia de los seres humanos.
Ecuador follows in the footsteps of Colombia, which decriminalized euthanasia in 1997. Lawmakers in Uruguay and Chile are currently debating the issue, while Mexico has a good death law which lets the patient or their family opt out of life support.
The colorful lion blinks and dancing to the beat of a drum, appearing like any other traditional Lunar New Year performance, except one difference. It is operated by an 80-year-old man sitting in a wheelchair. Normally performed by martial artists who train for years, lion dancing requires physical strength and agility to bring the creatures to life. Lin Wong, a martial artist who redesigned the lion choreography for the seniors, said that the program aims to address this problem.
Actually, the seniors are actually sitting on wheelchairs, so it's actually also very deliberate attempt, because we wanted to make seniors feel safe, that even though lion dance, it seems something you must be very agile, you must be able to jump around, but in this case, even if you might not be able to move around as comfortably, you can still do the lion dance.
During the 6-week program at the Fei Yu Active Aging Center, about 20 seniors participated in strengthening exercises led by Wong and played cymbals to accompany the lion dancers. Meanwhile, 80-year-old Chia Chiang Tek fondly remembers winning a local competition in the 1970s while performing as the tail of the lion. Today, he has difficulty walking due to an old work injury. For Chia, the initiative has provided a rare opportunity to relive his youth and remember his troop mates.
很高兴还可以啦，没有想到他们这个刚州会馆啊，他弄这个说做的可以舞啦，所以我就跟他们说，我可以试试看啊，就跟他们一起舞咯。
Singapore, like many Asian countries, has been grappling with an aging population. The Health Ministry estimates that 1 in 4 Singaporeans will be 65 or older by 2030, while an estimated 83,000 seniors will live alone. A 2021 study led by researchers from the National University of Singapore found that older men living alone were twice as likely to be socially disconnected as older women living alone.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines, anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvsarawak.my or follow us on our social media platforms at TV Sarawak. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline, and on behalf of TVS, I would like to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Chinese New Year. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.